morning. It's Wednesday and I got a little bit of a later start to the day because I woke up to this ominous phone call about a delivery and I'm still confused because there was no delivery. But I am expecting more furniture, so of course I've been answering all of those random number phone calls that I would usually ignore and think was spam. But anyways, that got me out of bed on kind of a random no, and now I'm trying to get back on track. So I made my bed, I got dressed, and now I'm doing my skincare. I just got back from New York on Monday, and like I said, it's Wednesday, so I've been back in this routine. We're trying to get back in my routine for the past 2 or 3 days now, and New York was so much fun. I didn't vlog while I was there just because I was doing a lot of stuff that I already knew was going to put me out of my element and make me a little bit anxious, to be honest. So I knew that vlogging was just not gonna happen. That was just gonna make me more anxious trying to keep up with that. So getting back into my YouTube swing of things today, I can give you a quick little rundown of what I did in New York City though. Monday was the day that I flew in, so I just kind of got settled and then I got dinner with a friend. And Mary was there too, so her and I got to see each other again. We haven't seen each other since I moved, so that was really nice to see her again. Tuesday I got brunch in the morning with a friend, and then we went shopping in Soho, and then I recorded Gals on the Go that afternoon. And later that night I went to dinner with Meredith Hayden. She's Wishbone Kitchen on TikTok, private chef in the Hamptons. You've probably seen her videos before. I feel like you can't escape them on TikTok, they're so good. On Wednesday, I did a photo shoot for my website, so I did all these branding photos. They turned out so good. That was pretty much an all-day thing, and then that night, I went to dinner. Thursday, I got brunch with another TikTok friend, Audrey, and then I went to the Steve Madden Clubhouse, which is this like space that you can go and take pictures in. You have to get like an invitation to it. So I honestly just tagged along to Mary there. I'd gotten an invitation on my own, but it never really occurred to me to go. I'm like total imposter syndrome about that stuff. So Mary was going, so I was like, okay, I'll go if you're going. So went to Steve Madden Clubhouse on Thursday, and then Thursday evening I filmed Cocktails with Clara, but I filmed it with Brooke. So you can go to my TikTok if you want to see that. It was so much fun. And then Friday was just a free day where I had no meetings, no reservations, nothing. So I just walked around on my own, went shopping. Pretty much all I do when I go to a new place is shop, which is just not good of me, but it's like my version of exploring. And then on Saturday, I left to go home. So it was a really quick trip. There was just like a few things that I went there to do. The photo shoot was one. The podcast obviously was one. Seeing Mary, and then yeah, it was just a productive week, but I'm actually going back next week because my boyfriend has a business trip. So I'm gonna tag along with him, and I'll probably get my own hotel now that I think about it. But it was just an excuse to go back, and I love going back. And I think next week when I go back, I'm going to film my Cocktails with Clara, but with Danielle this time. So follow me on TikTok if you want to see all that. Maybe I should start posting these as shorts on YouTube. Maybe that's what I'll do today. Let me post that cocktail video with Brooke as a short on YouTube. Do people watch shorts on YouTube? I personally don't, but if you do, let me know, because I never know if that's worth the time to post. But then I also don't know if any other people feel that it clutters someone's YouTube page. So I don't know. Weigh in on whether or not you watch shorts. My skin did not love my trip to New York. I will say that. The acne around here is primarily from waxing. Sometimes I get acne from waxing, sometimes I don't. And then these are pretty much on their way out. They're just dark marks. I don't know what to do about that guy. I should probably stop touching it. But anyways, I'm gonna wear makeup today because I've noticed that lately I just feel more productive and put together when I wear makeup, which is not necessarily a good habit to fall into, but we're gonna leverage it today. So my base for my makeup is pretty much always my sunscreen because I wear it every single day regardless. So it's the Supergoop Glow Screen. On the package it says that this is a makeup primer too, and I've used it as one for the longest time, but recently I bought the e.l.f. gripping primer. It's this blue one, supposedly the dupe for the Milk makeup primer, but I've never tried that one, so it's not like I can compare the two, but I do really like this. So I layer that on top, and then my makeup routine is just the same as it's always been. My favorite Kosas foundation, Kosas concealer, sometimes Kosas powder if I'm looking extra shiny, and then I'll do the dipstick. The apartment is nearly complete. I need to stop giving updates now because I'm just gonna end up giving a full tour and then no one will want to see the actual apartment tour. But I got a frame TV this week because they were on sale at Target and I'm loving it. But one thing I didn't realize, I should have realized about the frame TV is it's not as simple as just like buying the TV. You have to pay, I think, either monthly or annually to have art options to put on the TV, which I should have known. You know, they never make it easy. They always make you continue to spend money, but I need to set up an account and pick what art I want on there. And then I have the actual bezel frame for the outside edge of it that comes from Amazon in a couple of days, I think. So we are in the home stretch of finishing up the apartment, which means an apartment tour should be coming soon. I thought that I was going to be able to get an apartment tour up in October, but I really underestimated how long it would take to get some of these items. I think the last thing that I'm waiting for is a print for over the king size bed, because the website, I got the guest room art from Society 6 and that's the biggest size that they sell, the one that's above the queen, and the king definitely just needs something bigger. So I need to find a new website to order from. I really like the art that House of Spoils has, but I just can't bring myself to spend like $800 for a piece of art. I mean, yes, it's art and like obviously the artist needs to live, but I don't know if I can live with an $800 print. But maybe it will come to that because I can't find any other website that has the dimensions that I need. So, all right, I think this is as good as my complexion is gonna get. Let me throw on some bronzer and then we gotta get on with the day because I think it's late now. Yeah, it's 9:30, which is later than I'd want to be getting on my laptop for the first time. I did find that I like the dipstick better when I blend it in with a brush. I was trying to do it with my fingers and a sponge, and the brush is just the way to go. So I got this one from Real Techniques. It was at Target. It's the Expert Face Brush, and it works really well for cream products. So if you've tried out cream products and you don't like the way they look, or you think that they don't look like they do on you, if you don't think that they look like they do on other people on you, then try with a brush. If you're trying with a sponge or something, try with a brush. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tagged in stories about the podcast and I'm getting anxious. I could not even tell you what I talked about on there. Literally could not even tell you one thing. Actually, that's not true. I talked about my steam mop and I talked about Polly a little bit. Talked about my favorite laundry detergent. Literally the most random things because that was my first time meeting the girls in person too. So imagine just sitting down with people you don't really know and then having a conversation that's recorded and filmed for a ton of people to watch and listen. It was a lot, okay? I'm just trying to do damage control in case people hate the episode, but it was really fun. If I could go back and like do it right now, I would be so confident. And I did switch mascaras. I'm using the Tower 28 mascara. I got this at Sephora. I think it's like 20 bucks. It's so good. I layer my lash primer underneath it just as a, you know, force of habit, but I don't think it even needs this, but I own this, so I just feel the need to use it every time I wear mascara, but I don't even think you need to use a primer with it. It's so good. And the packaging is so cute. All right, first order of business today is to do my bookkeeping because I had a lot of business expenses when I was in New York City. I had the studio that I booked for the photo shoot and I ordered some props and stuff, so I just have to go into QuickBooks and put all of that in so my accountants can tell me if I did it right. My desk is covered with clothing that I ordered for New York and have to return because I didn't end up wearing any of it, so I'm working from the kitchen table today. I also ordered a laptop riser finally from Amazon last night, so my posture isn't as horrible when I'm sitting at my desk, but my desk chair is actually out here right now because we don't have dining chairs until tomorrow. So we've been using this chair, and if you recognize this one from my last apartment, it's just like this brown Target chair as dining chairs, and then I'll drag that back into the bedroom when I want to work at my desk. But that's what we're working with. I can't remember if I had this in the last video, and that's my frame. It's not on right now, but here's a quick little sneak peek update of what it's looking like out here. The dining chairs that I got are black, so that'll tie in the black from the credenza. So I think it's gonna look really good. I'm excited. These are the nails I did this week. I couldn't find a design that I liked, so I searched for signs of luck, and this one Casetify, or symbols of luck, and this one Casetify case came up, and I just like painted all the little like signs of luck, I guess. They kind of look like Vegas nails. I don't know. They're kind of cute. I finished my bookkeeping and now I've moved on to reviewing my website that my designer just sent me. So this is like the first draft of my website. These are obviously filler images. These aren't me. Well, some of them are. Like that's me. But now I just have to review this, see if I like the functionality, send over edits. She also sent me a walkthrough video of her explaining like certain portions of the website and her rationale for it. So before I send any of my feedback, I'm gonna make sure to watch that. And then there's like a ton of filler text. It's like lorem ipsum, I believe it's called. I remember that from school. It's just like random filler text to visually show you where text will be. So don't try and pause this and like read it because it won't make any sense. But I'm excited. I think this looks so good. I already have like a couple things that I want to change about it, but like my Instagram is at the bottom, cocktails, cleaning, and everything in between. I want to start a newsletter, so that will lead to the newsletter sign up. I just really want the website to be like a one-stop shop to see recent products I've been talking about and furniture links and a ton of stuff, because I know it's not realistic for someone to follow along on every single thing and catch every single link that I ever post. So be like home, about me, like common questions I get about what I do for work, all that jazz. Recipes that I talk about most often. If you're meal planning, you can just come here and see all the recipes. Links to products and also discount codes will be under that. The newsletter itself, I want the last version of the newsletter to live on my website so you could go access it. And I also want obviously signups to go through that, and then get in touch will just be like the contact page. So that shoot that I was talking about that I did in New York is imagery for the website. So all of these filler images will be replaced with actual pictures of me. So that's where we stand on this project. This has been a long time in the works, but can't really rush something like this. So I'm very excited. I love it. I just submitted all of my feedback to the website designer, and now I am going to make lunch. I am gonna film my lunch today as a lunch break and get an organic video out of the way. Organic as in like no affiliation with brands, doesn't have to go through approval, just like something that I am posting on my own. That's what I mean by like organic. I am making this for lunch. I'm gonna cover it up because you have to buy this cookbook in order to make this. I don't wanna be the person that like leaks the recipes. But it's a curry inspired chicken meatball. It calls for 2 pounds of chicken, but I'm only gonna use 1 pound because I think that should be plenty, considering that I'm gonna add, it doesn't call for a side, but I'm gonna have it with rice and broccoli. So I think this will make 4 servings. It is a lot of ingredients, but I happen to own a decent amount of them, and they're kind of like inexpensive ingredients. Like I already owned sauces, chicken broth's pretty inexpensive, you know. I don't know. It is a lot of ingredients for a lunch, but I think it's pretty accessible ingredients. So I'm gonna get started on that. I am filming with my iPhone, and then I'll set up my vlogging camera right there so you can see. This is how it turned out. It looks so good. I haven't tried it yet, obviously, and there is more sauce that the meatball is cooked in that I'm gonna put in another container and just add on top when I reheat to eat it, because I don't want the rice to get like super soggy if it's just sitting in sauce. I'm going to add a little bit more of the sauce to my bowl and then try it, and I'll let you know if it's any good. I use coasters on this table. I need to get placemats, but I'm scared to mess up this wood. I'm also working on my second coffee of the day. I made it while I was making that. It's the same thing. It's just a iced latte with the blonde roast espresso pod and whole milk, but I added a splash of the Nut Pods pumpkin spice, like almond coconut creamer, I think it is. and it's so good. It's like it's a subtle hint of pumpkin spice, so if you're not a super sugary flavored coffee person, I really recommend Nut Pods because it's like the perfect like hint of flavor. It's not super sugary. Lunch was so good, and now I'm editing the video. I do think you could use a store-bought sauce and make this recipe in half the time, but if you like making sauces and you like knowing what's in them, then I would definitely get the book and follow this recipe because it was really good. But I'm gonna edit the video. I do a rough cut first, and then I find the song that I want to use. I'll lay the song in here and make sure that it lines up and make any adjustments if I need to. This is what we ended up with. I just realized that I'll probably have to put another song over top of that because of copyright stuff, but I'm just gonna draft this. I never really have that many drafts at one time. If I do, it's because they're sponsored posts that I needed to send in and then wait to post, but I'm trying to be better about like building up my drafts so I have stuff to post if I am not in a creative mood. So my drafts right now is a lunch break. This is a Lululemon ad that I go live with today. I'm so excited to post that. It's so sick. This is a mascara review, that's not sponsored. This is a Fabletics video, which is sponsored. I'm still waiting to get feedback from them on that. This is an update on that Halo hair extension thing that I got. And I don't think I've talked about that on YouTube. It's amazing. Go to my TikTok and learn more about that. It's awesome. And then this is a teaser of some of the photos I took for the website branding session. So that's what's in my drafts right now. I don't really keep a lot in there, but obviously the goal is to build it up. But I try and really only post in the moment and like day of that I'm making these videos. So it's hard for me to draft. So if you see me posting, I probably filmed and edited that the same day. I rarely do stuff like this. I'm gonna take a break from sitting at my computer and do a couple of things around the apartment. I have a lot of stuff to return from Princess Polly and ASOS and a few other places, just clothes that I ordered for the trip that I didn't end up wearing. And while I really like them, I just feel like I should return them while I can still get my money back because I don't think that I need to be owning them. It was more so like ordering stuff for that photo shoot, and a few of those outfits I didn't even end up putting on my body. So I'm gonna get my money back. I already processed the return, so I just need to sort through this stuff, put it back in the bag, and probably go drop it in my mailroom and put it in like the outgoing mail area. I'm happy that I already submitted the return. It's finalized because looking back, I would probably keep some of this because it's so cute. I just know myself and I'm not gonna wear this. This is actually one outfit that I would have kept. How cute would that be for like a football game or a tailgate or something? But the skirt runs so small. This is a 6. I'm usually like a 4 to a 6 in bottoms, but I think I would need like a 10 in this because this runs so small, and they were out of a 10. So I'm just gonna return both pieces because I don't think I would wear this outside of the skirt. Ugh, so cute. I'm gonna keep my eye on the website though, and I do have a Princess Polly code now. I feel like everyone and their mom has a Princess Polly code, and I didn't have one for the longest time, but I'll put it on the screen in case you have sizing in this and you want to get it because it's so cute. But I'm just gonna put all of this back in. I never know if I'm supposed to keep them in these bags, but I normally tear through these and destroy like the little individual bags when I'm opening a package. So hopefully I'm not expected to have everything in those bags, but I'm gonna package this up, print out the label, and then I also have a box in my closet of more returns that I need to mail off. I'm so bad at mailing returns for whatever reason. This is ASOS. More Princess Polly, Revolve, ASOS, Princess Polly, ASOS. I ordered my mom some stuff because my mom is starting a new job. My mom's a nurse and she's starting a new job that's more like paperwork based. It's like more of an office job within nursing, and she's only ever worn scrubs to work because she's worked in settings where she wears scrubs. So I ordered her some stuff to give her in hopes that she likes it. These just might end up being more returns, but I ordered her some tops and sweaters and stuff to give to her before her first day. I got her like this long like duster cardigan. I don't really know if, I mean, if she doesn't wear these to work, then they'll just be like everyday clothes, because I don't know what do people even wear to offices. I've never worked in a traditional office. My first job out of college was like a traditional corporate job, but it was during COVID, so I never had to go in. And then I left and went to another job where the office was just like very, very, very casual. I could wear like matching workout set and a sweatshirt and no one would say anything. So I've never worked in a very corporate environment, so I don't know if these clothes are even what she would wear to work. I was so excited to get this one sweater from ASOS. I paid rush delivery on the entire order, essentially just to get this sweater. And they sent me the wrong one. It was so sad. I think the only thing I kept from this ASOS order was a pair of boots. And even then, I think the boots were like $70 and they're not the quality that I would expect for a $70 pair of boots. But I wore them, so I can't return them. They're really cute. They're on my Instagram. I would still recommend, but I don't think they're gonna last you like seasons after seasons. I'm literally surrounded in clothing returns right now. This is what I was talking about that I got my mom. I got her a couple sweaters and that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things and 6, I think. This is hers too. It's that duster cardigan. I need to figure out how to get rid of this stuff because I'm tired of it being in my closet. I have my returns in my trusty little, what do you call this? Wagon? I almost called it a buggy. Oh my gosh. Do you guys ever meet someone that calls a common object something different than you call the same object? Like, I call a TV remote a remote, but I've met people that call it like a channel changer, and then I call shopping carts, but I know people that call them buggies. So I almost called this a buggy, which like just made me think of that. But I have it in my little wagon. I'm gonna take these down to the mailroom. I'm also working on folding some clothes that I need to put away. This was stuff that I wore in New York City that I washed and hung, and I washed my feather sleeve top, and I think I need to maybe take like a hair dryer to it because I don't think I was supposed to wash it this way. This looks absolutely terrifying, so I need to figure out how to save that. But I need to put all this laundry away. And oh, I recently got this. Look, I don't know if anyone else is gonna think this is cool. Let me try and find like good lighting to show you. Okay, so it's a not really like a laundry basket, I guess. It's just a basket for anything, but it folds down. It has these straps, and let's see if I can do it with one hand. Is it gonna go? Well, you get the vibe. There is a way for you to fold it like perfectly flat, and this fits so well next to my washing machine. I know there's laundry baskets you can get that squish down, but they still take up a considerable amount of space. So I got this just to carry laundry back and forth from the laundry closet since it's in the hallway. And I think I'm gonna get another one of these to travel with, because when I'm at a hotel, I hate that I never have something to put my laundry in as a hamper. I guess I could travel with a laundry bag, but I like the idea of it being like this freestanding like basket. So I like this. I'll add it to my Amazon storefront. I don't know if this is like useful to anyone else but me, but I've been using it to carry clothes back and forth from the guest room closet and just kind of around the apartment, clean clothes, whatever. So all this needs to go in the guest room, and this fits a decent amount. It doesn't look like it, but you can fit a lot in it, so I'll link this. This is what we ended up making for dinner. It is the chicken Dan Dan inspired noodles from, I don't think I said this earlier, it's the same cookbook from lunch. It's the Comfortable Kitchen Defined Dish cookbook. Dinner was so good. We have enough leftovers to eat it again tomorrow for dinner, which is great because that means tomorrow's meals are completely prepped and out of the way because I have leftovers of the lunch and leftovers of the dinner. I already cleaned up and the dishwasher is pretty much ready to go. I'm just gonna wait to run it until right before I go to bed, just in case I find anything else that needs to get added. I swear that always happens. I'll run the dishwasher and then find like 5 more things that could have gone in it. I am burning this candle from Anecdote. It's called Farmer's Market. It's a really like fresh scent. I needed something burning because it just smells like a lot of food in here. I still have some work to do on my laptop, but I'm gonna get ready for bed right now so I can just go to bed immediately afterwards. I got this new mask in a package the other day. It's for dry, lifeless skin, so I'm gonna try it. And this came from Credo Beauty. It's like a website that sells a bunch of clean beauty brands on it. And they sent me quite a bit of fun stuff, so I might try a couple other things tonight. I have some client emails to get to tonight. I have a couple of people that had questions about my proposals, so I have to get back to them, and then I think the rest of my evening is just like boring computer stuff. I just finished answering the emails that I had to answer. Do you hear that? It is crazy how much noise we get through these windows. But anyways, I just finished answering the emails that I had to get back to, and now I'm busy looking at my to-do list for the rest of the week because tomorrow is Thursday. So I'm just dividing up the rest of these things between Thursday and Friday so I can see realistically how much stuff I'm gonna get done. I think I am on track, but I kind of want to go to a coffee shop that I found and do some work from there tomorrow, which means that I want to go over there after I've filmed a decent amount of stuff so I can just do the editing there, because I've already gone through my inbox. I've already done a lot of the admin based work that I have to do for this week. So if I'm gonna work from a coffee shop, it's gonna have to be editing. Friday could also be a good coffee shop day because I will be editing this YouTube video. So I'll go sometime. Can't remember what it's called. We went to get ice cream tonight after dinner. I don't think I mentioned that. And I noticed this super cute coffee shop next door. Okay, I can't even find the coffee shop that I thought I was gonna go to, so maybe it's not a real coffee shop. Anyways, it is almost 11 o'clock. I'm gonna call it a night and go to bed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll just end the video here. I will see you in the next one, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram if you want to know what I'm up to in the meantime.